We're back with more weekend eShop deal coverage. Today we're focusing on games at new low prices to start with, but then we'll show off a few other deals, and every game on today's list is budget friendly and less than $5 while on sale. Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the weekend. Thank you as always for letting us share these awesome deals with you again today. Now, today we have a brand new winner to announce as well for the $5 eShop gift card, and we'll do that a bit later. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button and share it with a friend who might also enjoy the deals, and if you're new, smash that subscribe button like it owes you money that you can use on something you find in today's video. Alright, let's jump in. Stay safe, my friends. Alright, we'll start off today with one of my favorite deals of the week, Salt and Sanctuary, which is an incredible 2D Souls-like platformer with a download around 1 gig, and it offers about 20 hours of gameplay, and it even offers local co-op for 2 players as well. Now this one is absolutely no joke. The difficulty is for real, but the reward that comes with the challenge is just as nice. It has tight controls, brutal combat where every enemy is deadly, and the boss battles are outstanding. It also has some pretty deep RPG mechanics, and there are a ton of spells and weapons or gear upgrades to find or craft as well. Again, I have to emphasize this is a very tough game, but right now you can pick it up for just $4.49, marked down 75% to a new low, and the deal ends on the 9th. The Gardens Between is a pretty interesting narrative-driven puzzle game that tells a beautiful story about these 2 friends, and it has a unique mechanic where you can manipulate time in order to change things in the environment. This mechanic is used to solve most, if not all, of the puzzles in the game. Now, one thing I have to mention is that the game does move at a very, very slow pace. And while I enjoyed the peaceful nature of the game, I just want you to know that going in, there's no action. This is all story, with the puzzles just acting as obstacles to get in the way of us getting to the end of that roughly 2-hour story. If you are interested though, you can pick it up for just $3.59, which is a new low until the 12th, and the download is around 1.7 gigs. Outbuddies DX is a 2D Metroidvania that takes place deep underwater, and our main protagonist finds himself lost and badly wounded with no choice but to search for a way back home. The game is mainly a single player game, but it does offer assisted co-op, which is just a feature where player 2 can take control of your little buddy robot and explore a little bit. Once again, it has tight controls and a ton of upgrades or secrets to uncover, but it is a true Metroidvania, which means you'll have to be ready for some backtracking and progression gates during the roughly 10 to 15 hour story. With that said, this is one of the better ones out there, and right now it's on sale for just $4.49 with a download around 540 megabytes, and the deal ends on the 22nd. Rick Henderson is an arcade-style shooter here on the Switch with an awesome 16-bit retro look and feel to it. Now the game has a download around 250 megabytes and offers tons of replay value, plus you get different ships to pilot right from the start, and they all have their own weapons and different play styles. But not only is there a ton of variety to how you can play, there's also a ton of different enemy types and more than a dozen different bosses to face off with, plus the game has the one-color graphical mode for those that have trouble with colors or things like that. If you're interested in Rick Henderson, right now you can pick it up for just $4.79, again a new low until the 9th. Rigid Force Redux is another great single-player arcade-style shooter here on the Switch. This one though has a bit more advanced graphics, so if Rick Henderson didn't really appeal to you, perhaps this one would be more your speed. Now this one has a download around 1.6 gigs, and of course due to it being an arcade shmup, there's a ton of replay value here once again. And with this one you have the option of playing in a few different ways. You can choose the classic arcade style mode, or you can go with the straight up boss rush, which is always my favorite way to play. Again, there are a ton of weapon upgrades and some crazy special attacks that are cool to see, and right now you can pick it up for just $4.99, marked down 75% to a new low, and the deal ends on the 22nd. 8 Doors Arum's Afterlife adventure is a unique single-player Metroidvania where we play as a young girl working through the different stages of purgatory in an attempt to uncover whatever happened to her father. The game has a download around 1.3 gigs and offers more than 10 hours of gameplay on average, and of course the art is the standout here, but the combat and controls are great as well. As you work your way through the game, you'll unlock the 8 different doors of purgatory, and I love how it evolves as you delve deeper into the mystery. The name might be a bit unassuming, but this is a really cool game, and right now it's on sale for just $3.99, marked down 80% and matching a previous low until the 10th. Next we have Freedom Planet, which is a fast-paced 2D platformer, similar to the old Sonic games in some ways. I mean, it is very fast, and the game gives you 3 playable characters, each with unique moves and attacks, and it has a download just under 400 megabytes, offering maybe 10 to 20 hours of gameplay on average. The art and animations are pretty cool, and of course they have that retro look to them, plus they went with an intense soundtrack that just adds another level of craziness into the action. The game offers both story mode with cutscenes and it's fully voice acted, or you can go classic mode and just skip all that and jump right in. Either way though, you can pick it up for just $4.49, marked down 70% until the 9th, again matching an all-time low. Up next we have Fury Unleashed, which is a multiplayer action platform shooter with a download around 1.3 gigs, and it should last about 10 to 15 hours to work your way through. Now in this one we blast our way through the pages of a comic book trying to uncover the mystery behind why our creator abandoned us. The combat is fast and intense, and they have a combo system in place that rewards the player for getting a ton of kills in rapid succession. On top of that, the game offers 2-player action in both online and local co-op as well. Another really cool feature is that you can customize and even unlock new cosmetics for your character as you play through, and I have to emphasize the beautiful artwork, it's outstanding. Right now you can pick up Fury Unleashed for just $4.99, marked down 75%, matching a previous low until the 13th. Heaven Dust is a single-player puzzle-style adventure game with a bit of survival and horror elements thrown into the mix, although I would say it's less on the horror side and more on the survival side than anything else. It clearly draws inspiration from early Resident Evil games or other games from that era, and what that means is you'll have to read all your notes and search for clues that will help you solve puzzles later. Just remember to use your screenshot feature, it will help a ton. Now another thing to note is that the game has the dreaded inventory management issue that you would find often back in those days, so keep that in mind if you plan to pick it up, but right now you can do so for just $3.99. It's marked down half price until the 15th, and the download is just over 800 megabytes. Up next we have Here Be Dragons. This is a single-player turn-based strategy game with a download around 780 megabytes, and it offers about 6 to 10 hours of gameplay on average. Now the game features what they call a living map that evolves as you play, and it focuses on naval combat. The way the game constantly introduces new enemies to the player is awesome, and you're always excited to see what they'll throw at you next. Now shortly after starting, you realize it's not just a card-based battle system, but they also allow you to enhance each character with dice rolls that are randomized at the beginning of each turn. It is a surprisingly deep game, and right now you can pick it up for just $4.49, marked down 75% and matching a previous low, again until the 12th. Alright, and we'll close off the spotlight section with Restless Soul, which is a single-player action-adventure title with a small download just under 200 megabytes and a story that should last about 5 to 6 hours to wrap up. Now in this one we play as a lost soul trying to find our way out of the afterlife, and that will require searching for and collecting several different keys in order to open the portal. The story is comedic, and while the combat is pretty simple, the game overall is a ton of fun and is definitely an overlooked gem in my opinion. Right now it's on sale for just $4.49, marked down 70%, and again matching a previous low until the 15th. Alright everybody, it's giveaway time. Good luck to everyone that entered. Let's see who wins. Oh man, Brian, congrats man. Thank you as always. I appreciate you all. Alright everybody, here are a few other games to check out while you're already on the eShop. Alright everybody, thank you all so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video or you like the Switch, we have plenty more content on the channel. Feel free to check it out.
That's all for today's list. We hope you liked the video. If you did, consider subscribing and liking down below. Okay, bye!